Sometimes the craziest part of dreams is the nightmares associated with them. Sometimes your greatest dreams can be accented by your worst nightmares, and you have to be the one to decide which is which. We left off the story of Pandoras Box with the death of my mentors and best friends in 2013. It put a psychological damper on my jumping as I trained jumping Looking Glass Arch as well as jumping Corona Arch in preparation for doing a jump that I needed to train for, not only mentally but physically and spiritually. It was also an emotional distress when I had accidents for myself. While training in 2014, I came the closest to dying I ever had. Twice. Oh no. Oh God. This isn't good. I've got nothing. Oh no. Please don't hit the ground. Oh God, I'm gonna die! We're just going to stop here for a second to take notice of the base "Do or Do Not, There Is No Try" t-shirt that I'm wearing with Yoda on it. Hilarious.
Well, that went horribly wrong. With limited consequence, Leslie. Yet again, I think my friends are probably scared. I'm okay!
From this point on, it was hammered into my psyche that life was a gift, and base jumping was a sport not for the faint-hearted. I was in search of training lower jumps to see how fast my canopy could open. I was in search of more technical canopy flights where I could test my skills at stalling my parachute, sinking into locations that had never been flown before, and taking these skills and knowing exactly how they could be used in different environments. Learning how to pack my parachute allowed me to jump more consequential exits and take risks that I hadn't been able to do before. Learning to fly my canopy and land in different places opened my ability to see new options for new places and new adventures, and all of this was building up for the arches. The energy that was visceral in the air was that you cannot eliminate risk, and in 2014, 15, and 16, I had more close calls and lost more friends. Tancred, Matt Kenny, Sean Leary, JVH, Alexander Poli, and the man who inspired me to base jump in the first place, Dean Potter. However, their deaths were not going to eliminate my stoke, and they were not going to die in vain. I was going to continue doing what I loved, and for me, it was time for the arches. There were 3 arches on my tick list, all with specific technicalities. Morning Glory, under 100 feet tall to flat, required instant decision-making on landing. Number 2 was Zatharax, which required a delay in the opening of my canopy, providing me the ability to practice just like the opening in Katara Cave. And number 3, and the most risky, was the Glory Hole. So without further ado, let's see these jumps.
Precision baits in my tales making bold claims, some for real and some for pretend, but what I can't hear, you know I can mend, so just lend me your time and a helping hand to make sure you watch your step all the way to the top, or else you're gonna find yourself looking for a job. And I know that you and I wanna live like the rest, with all the scourging mountains just living to forget, but don't let the corporate powers get to your head, cause the war can't be stopped and the children can't be fed, and the free education should be one on our list. What happened to our values? I guess they're just blowing in the wind all over again, like you and I falling all over ourselves. Something needs to change and it'll change for free. Stand up, put your lighters in the air and sing la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. La So puffin' and passin', feel fan-fucking-tastic. I got the bass booming and my guitar's blasting. But if you are here to find out some sort of truth, you're in the wrong place, cause it's inside you. We got the microscopes, we got the holy book, we got a lot of answers, but we can't deny the miracles. There's a place in heaven, saved for me, but the devil said I need to visit him each week. So throw up your hands and stomp your feet, take a hit, put your lighters in the air and sing. La da 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 da. La da 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 da.
One!
La da 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 da. La da da da.
3, 2, 1. I told you I'd have to lift my legs! Woo! That's how it's done! Holy shit, that was awesome!
Well, that concludes part 3 of Pandora's Box, the story behind the Batara cave jump. Now, tomorrow is Comments Day, so if you guys have any questions or comments or any constructive criticism on how I could improve my storytelling, today is the day to leave that comment, because tomorrow I will shout you out and take your input into consideration. For right now, what I need from you guys is I'm making a Slacklife tattoo montage on Monday, and if you have a Slacklife tattoo, yes, you out there, I need you to take a picture of it, send it to mr.slackline@gmail.com, and I will put it in my video. Now, if you guys are liking Slacklife TV, then go to our YouTube channel. You can click subscribe. You can click that little bell right next to the subscribe button, and that will bring up a notification box. Click the box that says, send me all notifications from Slacklife TV, and you can watch our videos right when they come out. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Our last video is right here. You can click on the subscribe button right here if you want, and I will see you tomorrow.